Hi friend, I'm Olivia Smith. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel where I share the latest global news every day. You can also read more news on TimeGlitter.com. You can find all the links in the video description below. In case the link isn't working, simply copy and paste the link into your web browser, hit enter, and you're good to go. Now let's jump into today's news headline. After a bad legal week for Trump, even worse could be on the horizon. News details. Donald Trump faced another big legal defeat last week. A judge in New York said Trump has to pay about $450 million to the state. This happened because the judge found Trump guilty of trying to change his net worth dishonestly. It was a tough week for Trump in court. First, his lawyers tried to see secret documents in a case in Florida, but they couldn't. Then, they couldn't delay his first criminal trial in New York. Things might get even worse for Trump. Right now, Trump's biggest problem is figuring out how to get $450 million. He has to do this within 30 days to appeal the decision. He might need help from a company to pay this huge amount. This ruling hits Trump hard in two ways. First, he'll almost completely lose his money. Second, he can't run the Trump Organization, which made him famous, for 3 years. Trump wants to avoid spending his own money while he fights the decision in court. His lawyers are talking to different companies to get a bond. This bond would show that Trump can pay the $450 million if he loses the case. To get the bond, Trump needs to find a company that agrees to work with him. Then he has to pay a fee to the company and offer some of his valuable things as security. These things would gather interest and fees over time. If Trump has to pay the penalty, it will be a huge financial problem for him. Last year, Trump said he had $400 million in cash and similar things, but it's not confirmed. Some of this money came from selling properties and starting new projects after he left the White House. He hoped this money would help him if he faced sudden financial problems. But if he really has $400 million, most of it would be gone if he has to pay the $450 million penalty. Trump has to pay even more money because of another legal case. He was ordered to pay $83.3 million last month in a defamation trial. This money doesn't have to be paid right away, but it's still a huge amount for him. Trump might run out of money and have to sell some of his properties. Even though he's very rich, having billions of dollars, this would be embarrassing for him. His legal troubles are causing him more than just money problems. He's also facing a trial in New York. He's accused of lying about business records to pay off a porn star before the 2016 election. The trial is set to start on March 25th, despite efforts by his lawyers to stop it. Before the court decided on the trial date, people close to Trump hoped it might get postponed. They thought facing the hush money case before the election would be better politically. Even if he's found guilty, he might not go to jail, which could make voters less worried about his other federal cases. But Trump might face more trouble from a legal issue in Atlanta. He and others were charged by the district attorney for trying to change the 2020 election results. They argued that the district attorney shouldn't be allowed to bring the case because of her relationship with her deputy. During the hearing, they brought in a lawyer to say the relationship started before the deputy was hired for the Trump case. They wanted this to prove that the district attorney and her deputy lied. But the lawyer didn't have strong evidence. At the end of the day, it wasn't clear if they had enough proof to stop the case in Georgia. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.